Every night you see reporter Andrew Donovan alongside us here in the studio or live in the field. But what you don't see is his scar from skin cancer.
Now, Andrew never tanned, never laid in the sun, but still a spot on his face proved to be basal cell carcinoma. Tonight, he wants you to prioritize saving your skin.
Christy, the New York State Lottery constantly promotes that a lot of...
When I'm reporting, I don't think anyone notices. When I'm on television, I don't think anyone notices. But when I take my makeup off at the end of the day, it's the first thing I look at. It's the first thing I notice. I make a living at News Channel 9 telling other people's stories, but my own begins here at work in front of the mirror. And it's a little weird to be a dude that has to wear makeup every day, but it's almost a blessing in disguise because I really had to look at my face somewhat closely. And there was this little pink dot, this little tiny thing that didn't alarm me at all, but it alarmed the first doctor I saw in Syracuse. You could tell he was kind of like shocked at what he was looking at, and he said, there's a chance that's a basal cell carcinoma, and I had no idea what that meant. Long story short, that's a form of skin cancer, and you know, I was 24, so I'm like, no, I don't have that. The scoop of skin he took as a biopsy proved otherwise. You know, luckily they prefaced it with, if you're going to get skin cancer, this is the kind to get. You're not gonna die, but it can disfigure you if we don't take care of it. Taking care of it means cutting you open to get it out. And because of what I do for a living, that's just a horrifying idea. Well, as a reporter, I do my own research a lot, so I spent a lot of hours on Google and found that there's a special kind of surgery that literally takes a little piece by little piece, and they test it in real time before determining if they have to cut more out. It's called Mohs surgery. My research brought me to New York City, where I met dermatologist Dr. Deborah Sarnoff, president of the Skin Cancer Foundation.
Basal cell carcinoma is actually the most common skin cancer. Somehow, when the ultraviolet light comes down, the basal cells may change, they morph. There's a mutation that occurs, and they start to proliferate at a rate that's much higher than the normal turnover of cells.
My first procedure in the summer of 2014 was easy. One stage of Mohs surgery, one piece of skin was all they needed. As the months went on, the scar was getting bigger. So I thought. A year and a half later, I went back to New York, where Dr. Sarnoff confirmed it wasn't a scar, it was another basal cell tumor that had grown in the same spot, but bigger. This time, the doctor didn't take just one layer, or two, or three.
What we're doing is essentially we're tracing the cancer to its roots. And finally, after the fourth little layer, there was no more cancer.
But there was a gaping hole under my eye, which then required delicate stitching by a plastic surgeon. I have the scar to prove it, on my face and on my mind. It came back once, why won't it come back a second time? I don't know, that's something I'll live with. I also live with the responsibility to get my skin checked twice a year so my local dermatologist can get ahead of any future spots that don't belong there. Rod and Christy.
Let's talk about that first little spot, that little pink spot that you saw. Most people probably would have ignored it. What made you think that I better check this carefully?
It was a superficial reason. It's because of what I do for a living, and I just wanted my skin to be clear. So I went to the doctor and said, what can I do about this red spot? And that's when they said, let's take a scoop out and biopsy it.
Thank goodness you did.
Were you in shock when you got the prognosis?
That word is scary, cancer, and luckily right away they told me this isn't the chemotherapy type of cancer. This isn't going to kill you in a great majority of cases. But then the question goes to how much needs to be taken out of my skin? What do I do to recover from it in terms of my appearance? And now I have to wear sunscreen and go to doctor's offices the rest of my life to watch it, and that's kind of just a lifelong responsibility.
So you've got to be checked over on a regular basis.
That's right, and coming up at 6 o'clock, I actually will take cameras into the doctor's office with us, and we'll follow along as I visit my local dermatologist as my skin gets checked.
I'm glad you're doing this. A lot of people need to hear this, Andrew. Thank you.